Welcome back to the Ruby Buckle West here in South Jordan, Utah. I'm Amy Wilson at the EQN Sports Desk, driven by Holiday Auto Group, and I'm excited for this interview. I get to talk to Kelly Conrado. He won the 2D yesterday, a 16.311. You were riding a horse that you have in to make some runs on and train on, VF EYSA FAMOUS. It's a 2015 sorrel mare by Eddie Stinson, and you've always liked the Eddie Stinsons, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your program. When I had spent some time with your family, you helped a ton of people. People would come over and ride. You always had different horses in, and you fix a lot of horses and enjoy that whole process. So kind of explain what's going on here.
Well, I got EYSA in from Dusky Hall, and she was just having a little bit of problem with her pattern, just what didn't really have her footwork where it needed to be, and was getting by the barrels and pretty rough. And I've just been working on getting the mare's feet slowed down in the turn and her confident in where she's going and what she's doing. She really fits me. She's probably, next to Tibby, one of my all-time favorites.
That's saying a lot.
Because she has so much grit and try, and she just really reminds me of Tibby, and it's been fun to get her pattern back in her. And I'm very grateful to get to ride a horse of this caliber and help her be all she can be. So
yeah, bred by Victory Farms. I think we should take a look at this run. As I mentioned, a 16.311 to win the 2D. $7,500 is what you won. So as we're watching this, tell us all about it.
Just working, with her, I just try to really slow things down and help her find her position, be patient with her. She's just easy. She just fits me, and she's learning how to not drag her butt quite so hard, and stand up, run into the first barrel. One of her big problems, Dusky and them felt like when they sent her to me, she would really fade to the first barrel. And we've just been working on getting her to stand up, move her feet around the turn, and keep moving forward without a lot of steps.
Yeah, seeing the bridle setup that you're running in reminds me of Ashley Schaefer talking about your suggestions on bits and stuff for her. So you do a lot of that too. How do you always know what bit or what different thing to try on horses, and how much is trial and error or just the knowledge that you have?
I just do it more off of feel. And like that bridle that I have on her is that is the bit Coffee Guy runs in. And I love that bridle because, one, it has a big copper mouthpiece, and the horses are real comfortable in it. And it allows you to keep a lot of balance through the horse's body as you make your turns. The connectors allow you to have still the set of the shank, but then you can guide much like an O-ring snaffle. So it allows you to help them through the turn when they need it. It's one of my favorite setups. It comes from English background. That same shank setup they generally use with a martingale and 4 reins. The connectors allow you to not have to have so much gear.
Why do you think those English bits transfer over to working so well in the barrel racing?
Well, I don't know that they'll work for everybody.
Yeah.
Because they're not really for the everyday Betty, because they don't understand feel. They're more for horsemanship. And the English deal's been around hundreds of years before the barrel deal, or Western. And they really understand balance in a horse, and they really understand how to keep things moving forward and keep the body in line. I think that's one of the things that allows Cassie to dominate, is her background in the dressage and the English field, and her understanding of keeping the body in line, and keeping the horse moving forward at all times. It boils down to horsemanship. It really doesn't have anything to do with barrel racing. Yeah,
that's a good point about Cassie Mowry, because it does seem like her balance is always perfect. Her horsemanship, her timing, everything is just always right on. So,
and that's also something that Ashley's really worked on, and you can see it, like the balance in her horses, the forward motion, and then her ability to ride with these bridles is because of the horsemanship.
Yeah. Wow, really good points. So interesting. I like all your knowledge. I wanted to talk to you about all the other horses that you're running here. You have 8. So the ruby and pink buckle have been a great deal. Anything you want to say about that and being able to bring a trailer load and have a chance at this kind of money?
I'm grateful that I get to have my stud in the ruby buckle.
Yeah.
And I think it gives us a lot of opportunities to showcase specific bloodlines that we've worked a lifetime to build. Like, my program started in 1954, way before I was ever born. And it's fun to get to see it materialize through generations and decades and showcase it now for a lot of money. I'm very grateful to be a part of the program.
Yeah. That's a cool perspective of how much further back it started and then what you've been able to contribute over the years.
I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad I never quit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're glad too. You mentioned Tibby being one of your favorites. When you think back on all the different horses that you've trained and ridden and been able to watch, tell us some of your favorites.
My all-time favorite that I've ever rode in my life was Tibby's mom.
Racy? Yeah. I know. I have a lot of memories of Racy just from being around your family and Paige and Ivy, and what a mare. I mean, and what she did for your family, it really is truly amazing. Yeah, the all-time favorite, Racy. She's a special one. You're about to make me cry. Yeah. Any others you want to mention?
Fleet Feet Flying.
Yeah.
He was by Disco Jerry. And out of a Daughter of Bugs Alive.
Yeah. Yeah. So Racy obviously went to the NFR and then produced Tibby and many others. Talk more about her and the impact that she did have on your family.
I don't know if I can.
I know, asking the hard questions here and bringing up, well, we can tell how much she means to y'all, and that's worth a lot. Kelly, it's always fun to get to visit with you and see you at the barrel races. You've helped me a lot. I often think about, I rope more now than I run barrels, but I often think about a lot of the lessons, and you crying now makes me think of all the girls you made cry when they came over for lessons. So maybe it's a little revenge, but no, it's amazing everything that you've contributed and helped, and you continue to do that for these horses. It really is cool.
I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, we're grateful for you.
Thank you.
It was fun. That's Kelly Conrado. I should mention too that you also won second in the 3D, so a big check there yesterday in the Open. More runs today in the Open, and then of course the average paying out, so a lot of big checks hopefully on the way. But VF EYSA FAMOUS, the 2015 Sorrel mare, winning the 2D yesterday with a 16.311. It was fun to watch that mare. We're excited to see what comes for her, and always great to talk to Kelly Conrado, a great friend of mine and his entire family. So this was a fun interview. Continue to join us here at the EQN Sports Desk. We'll bring you more winners.